Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No Scorecards podcast, episode 2. If y'all know who this is on the screen, y'all gonna know after today. It's the big stepper, Brian Cannady Jr. in the building. What is going on, brother?
Man, chilling, staying locked in, training.
Before we get started, I gotta tell these people how far back we go. I think I told your cousin this. I reached out to you. I think it was January 1st, 2019.
Yeah.
2019, I said, yo, I seen some clips. I like what's going on. And I was like, I'm gonna follow your career. And 5 years later, we in here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We in
Yeah.
here. So big shout out to you. For the people that don't know, introduce yourself and let them know where you're from and all that.
I'm Brian Kennedy, the big stepper from Fort Myers, Florida, born and raised. Uh, Big news coming soon. Future world champion, multiple division world champion. Actually,
What weight class we at right now?
we at bantamweight. We still at 118, but I plan on going to at least 130 before the career over with.
Mm, mm. Okay, okay. So we haven't seen you in a ring in over a year.
Yeah.
So for the people that don't know, like, let us know what's been going on with you since your last fight.
Well, last fight we had a pretty good showing. The ref kind of made a bad call on that fight. After that, I chopped it up with Marshall Kaufman of King's Promotions, and he was real impressed with how the fight went. He actually thought I was gonna win it. Um, and then I signed a 3-fight deal with him. But the reason I've been out the ring, I had like a little heart condition. Had to get that out the way, and we got that out the way. We just been having real contract issues, pretty much.
Contract issues from a like a promoter standpoint, like your previous situation.
From a fighter standpoint, just people not being able to make the weight, or they'll pull out at the last minute, things like that.
Oh, okay, so fights
I
like
always
falling
get
through.
locked in.
Okay, okay. Hey, well, in boxing, that happens,
Yeah,
all the time. And the main thing you can do as a fighter is really just stay locked in because your phone might ring tomorrow
right.
and they have something set up for you. Now, I actually want to get into your last fight because I think that was the last time me and you actually had like an actual like conversation, and it was actually in PA. I think it was in Allentown. I think it was in Allentown, PA.
Yeah.
I think. Um, with that fight, like how did that change your perspective in terms of like how you go about your business in the ring? Like when a referee gets involved, or it might be judges that get involved. Like, does that bring a mindset where it's like, you know what, I got to be more offensive, or I got to start trying to get my guys up out of there so it won't have to come down to the referees or the judges?
Um, Personally speaking, I just need to go in there and do what I've been doing the entire time. If the ref ain't getting involved in the middle of this, I don't need to be listening to when he called break or anything next time. It's a lesson learned. You know what I'm saying? The ref said break, but he never really got in between us, and I was trying to listen to the ref, and I got clipped. That's what it was.
And he got caught with a shot. And the thing that's crazy, bro. I had a guy. He had a fight in Minnesota, and I think it was the second round, and
Yeah,
the referee told him to break. He actually got in, but the guy that I know, he hit the guy with a jab. Like, referee was like just stepping out from the break.
yeah,
The guy went all like this and act like he couldn't fight no more, and my homie ended up losing his
shit,
because of that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
Thanks.
these referees and judges and stuff, like they,
Yeah, yeah. The judges are bad. Osaka,
bruh.
that was
Listen,
horrible.
and throughout boxing history, I would say probably in the past, the judges are the most fearful people
Yeah,
to look after. But now it's actually the referee. You know,
absolutely. Yeah,
you get into a situation where, let's just say you on the road, right?
mm,
You can't even you can't even get hit with a good shot.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you can
Yeah,
shake up a little bit, a referee that's
they ready to step in quick. Yeah,
right step in real quick, and that's the difference between just fighting on neutral ground and fighting in somebody else's own backyard. We got some people in the building though. Justin Falzone, he said, been here. Big shout out to you, bro. In this corner podcast says salute Brian. What's something you want to accomplish in the sport in the next few years?
world championships. I need world titles. I can't retire without world titles, man. That'd be my thing. My thing is world titles. I need world titles to know that my career wasn't a waste. So until I win the belts, ain't no stopping.
Okay. And Justin Falzone, he said, what makes you different?
What makes me different from everybody else?
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right. What makes me different from everybody else? Everybody's talented. Everybody's good at something. But the difference between me and everybody else, I'm God gifted. You can show me one thing and I pick it up just like that. I'm God gifted. So I ain't really too concerned about none of these dudes in my weight class. They can't fuck with me, man. I'm on a totally different level.
And 118 wide open.
Yeah, it is.
118 is wide open. Can you give us a little bit more information on how the deal with King's Promotions came about?
Like I said, he was just real impressed with how the fight was going before that situation happened. And he pretty much reached out back to my manager, Dom, and basically said he wanted to do a deal. Uh Marshall has let me know that he believes in my talent. He sees what I can do. I've had some conversations with Marshall here and there, and after I win these next 3 fights, I plan on getting a long term deal.
And King's Promotions, that's a good company too.
Yeah.
They've been around for a long time. Kaufman and them, they some good people, solid dudes.
Okay.
And they cars be pretty good. So when they
I was on was pretty decent.
yeah, that was a good card. And then they PBC affiliated too. So
Oh yeah.
situation like that,
Okay.
you might be on the PBC lens to
Definitely.
what I'm saying. I'm expecting for you to take care of business.
Oh, I
You know
got
what
to
I'm
do
saying? Next three fights. Um, Justin said, what do you think your biggest strength is?
the jab. Everything off that jab. That's how you set up the combinations and the power punches. The jab.
Most fundamental punching.
Jab is key. You know what I'm saying? The jab is key. Uh, fundamentals is key. Period. If your fundamentals are on point, everything else will flow off of it.
And jabs. We've had guys do whole careers just off of jabs.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Whole careers just off of jabs. Now you at 118. What's your height?
I think I'm like 5'9".
That's extremely tall for the weight.
Yeah,
Extremely tall for the weight. We have welterweights that's not 5'9".
nah.
So when you go into a fight, is the jab and distance, are those the two main things that you're trying to establish
Jab,
going
jab
into a fight?
is the main thing I want to establish. The jab is the first thing I want to establish to set everything else up off so everything can flow. So once the jab is established, I pretty much got it all under control.
Okay. Now, you being a taller fighter, obviously a lot of the guys you fighting, they probably 2, 3, 4 inches.
Yeah,
Um,
small.
they small guys. How hard is it to kind of fight that temptation to really get on the inside and really bang it out with them on the inside in some
I
rounds?
feel like as a fighter, personally, you want to be diverse. You want to kind of be good at everything. I notice most coaches love to teach boxing on the outside, and majority of the time that works. But I feel like certain coaches should teach a fighter how to fight on the inside because at some point it's gonna come to a point where you ain't got no choice but to fight on the inside. Like you get one of them strong, tough Mexicans from Mexico, they gonna make you fight on the inside. So
That's a fact.
it's good to have it's good to fight each way. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously you want to fight on the outside and box, but it might come a point in time where you ain't got no choice but to fight on the inside. So you want to be good in both areas. That way you can shine.
Yeah, the reason I ask you that is because it's a lot of tall fighters and people just get upset when they see them fighting on the inside. And I'm like, that's a part of boxing. Like you
Yeah,
have to go on the inside sometimes. And I'm pretty sure during your some of your fights, I'm pretty sure people are like, "Hey, you 5'9", 5'10, just
yeah,
fight
they
them
said
on the out, just fight them on the
that.
outside." Can you
It really
explain to
says
people it's not that simple?
nah, it's not. It's not. It's not. You gotta worry about opponents tying you up. Uh, you gotta worry about opponents applying nothing but pressure, and then some opponents smother your counterattacks. So you ain't got no choice but to fight on the inside if you fighting like one of those inside tough fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's good to fight on the outside. That way you take less punishment. But it's gonna come a point in time where you ain't got no choice but to fight on the inside. So you want to be good on in both stages when you fighting.
Yeah, I listen. Tommy Hearns is one of the best fighters of all time.
Absolutely.
Really tall for the weight.
And that's
Even when he
that's
went
actually
up,
who I get compared to the most.
well, I was well, I was getting ready to ask you,
That's
where
who
do
I get
you?
compared to the most.
Yeah, and especially for that height, for that
Mhm.
weight, is really. Do you feel like in fights, you feel like it's like the jab, and then you trying to pick them off coming while they're coming in?
I feel like it's. I try to break my opponent down. Honestly, I'm trying to outbox you and break you down, get you mentally frustrated before. Once I got you mentally beat, the fight's pretty much won. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And if the knockout comes, it comes. I'm not really one to chase a knockout,
right.
but if I see it's gonna come, then I'll go for it. But normally, I'm trying to go in and just box.
Yeah. How frustrating was it for you, like early in your career, where you had like the 4 round fights? I talk to a lot of different fighters, and they really don't like the 4 round fights because it feel like you just gotta go in guns blazing. Like, what you think about that?
See, I was getting everybody out of there though.
I know you was
I,
getting everybody up
I
out
was
of there.
getting everybody out of there at the time, so I
Yeah,
really can't really too much say because I honestly, personally, I like the quick rounds. Like I get in and get out, but see, I was getting everybody out of there like first, second round, so I was going back home. Then out of the fight, after the fight, I was going back home, so I was good.
yeah,
I didn't have no mark on my face, so if I can get an easy night and go in, get a knockout, and go home, I'm fine.
yeah. You was hitting the after party. I think your first. Correct me if I'm wrong. Your first 7, I think you got at least about 4 or 5 of them up out of
Yeah,
there.
I was getting out of the. I was in and out quick, so
Yeah,
I didn't even mind. Like I was taking that. I'm like, well, I'm going home tonight. Then.
but that's the goal at the end of the day. Like that's the goal. We got Jay Lockett in the building. He said, ask Brian what has been his motivation throughout his career.
My motivation. Hey, shout out to J Lock. That's my cousin actually.
Big shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Jay. That's my cousin. And my motivation is my dad. You know, my dad was the first person to see the talent before anybody else did. He was like really the first person to see the talent. He wanted me to do this. This is what he wanted me to do. So I made a promise to him that the world was gonna know our name as the greatest boxer of all time. So I gotta deliver on that.
And listen, I'm not gonna lie. Like King's Promotions is a great way to start.
Definitely.
Yeah, because it was like when you told me what happened in that last fight. I never told you, but I actually found somebody that was there, so I actually seen it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I actually seen it, and I was like, like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I had
like it
to
was
look
just
at it.
like, you watch it and you like, damn, like
Yeah,
it shouldn't have went down, but it was basically like a firefight.
yeah.
Like I was, like in the beginning of the fight, I'm like, I said, this joint not lasting the whole, this not
Everybody was
lasting the
saying
whole
that
thing.
they felt like I was gonna get him out of there soon because I had dropped him first.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna get him up out of there. As far as a rematch, was the rematch ever discussed?
Actually, it's supposed to be in the contract.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's supposed to be in the contract. I chopped it up with Marshall. He said he doesn't really mind giving me that rematch. It's just if they want to take it. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm gonna focus on getting this dude out of here in September, and then if that's the next fight, that's the next fight. You know what I'm
You
saying? I have no ill will towards the dude. You know what I'm saying? He took advantage of the opportunity that was given it to him, so I can't blame him for it. But if y'all was there that night and you seen the fight, you knew how it was going to end.
Yeah, we need some get back on that though.
Oh, definitely. I
I was
plan
gonna
on
say
it.
that sound good, but we need some get back on that.
Yeah, we
I think he
definitely.
fights next month too.
Oh, he does.
I think he fights next month.
I actually wanted him to win his last fight.
Yeah. Yeah, he lost his
Yeah,
last
I
fight.
wanted him.
Actually, he fought somebody else that was like 17-1 or 16 and
Yeah,
one.
Antonio Vargas.
Vargas, yep. Yep.
I actually thought I wanted him to beat Vargas. When he dropped him, I was like, yes,
Yeah.
it actually
Yeah.
made the story. But
Right. But I'm pretty sure you're thinking his stock is going all the way up. So when I get my rematch, it's on.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And that's how you supposed to think, you know what I'm saying, in regards to that. Do you have an opponent for September yet or no opponent yet?
Not just yet.
Not yet.
Not
Okay.
yet.
Fair enough. Did you are you kind of keeping up on things in boxing? You up on things?
Uh,
Keeping up with Tank
yeah,
and
just about.
everybody?
Yeah, just about. I'm always watching boxing, so yeah.
All right. Who's some of your favorite fighters?
Tank Davis is number one. Floyd, Roy. I'm not even gonna lie, I like Jerron Ennis. That nigga raw, buddy
Bro,
raw, man. That dude
bro,
is
you
a
got
monster.
you gotta come to you gotta come to the city, man. I'm gonna have to set up something with your cousin, man. Get you to the city.
We
Um,
could definitely do that. That
yeah,
man is a monster,
Bozy,
bro.
Bozy in his gym. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, that thing in the trenches too. That thing is
they
in.
actually tried to give me one of his fighters.
Who?
Cardo, Christian Cardo. That dude
Oh
is
yeah,
solid.
yeah, yeah. Cardo was on the
Yeah, I
Cardo
seen
was
him.
on the
He's
card
solid.
Saturday.
Yeah, he's solid. I gotta give
Yeah,
him his credit. No hating over here. He's
yeah,
solid.
yeah. He's good. Yeah, he's solid. He's solid for sure. But yeah, I mean, we could if we could set that up. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll definitely come
it's a
through.
couple it's a couple spots. It's you
I
got
know y'all got Andy Cruz over there too.
Andy Cruz is over here.
Uh,
Caleb Plant is over here.
oh,
So
he's over there now.
Caleb Plant is over here. Yep.
Is
Caleb
he
Plant
still
is
with Breadman or
mhm,
Yeah,
training with
okay.
Bread Man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
my assistant coach Michael Nolan knows him.
yeah, he'll tell you how. I'm pretty sure he can tell you some Philly stories.
Yeah, he done told me a lot. He said Breadman's solid coach. A lot of stuff I guess Breadman showed him. He started doing with me.
Bread Man is one of the best
I've
just
heard. I've heard. I gotta
boxing
meet him.
minds out there. And
I've
if
heard.
you ever hear him in the corner between rounds,
Uh,
it's amazing. Like it's absolutely amazing. Like whatever you thinking when you watch a fight,
yeah.
in between rounds, he's saying what you're probably thinking.
Uh,
Like he's a great boxing mind. His guy Kyron Davis just got a big victory a
yeah.
couple
He
weeks
just
ago.
gotta win. He
He
just
won.
gotta win.
He was like a 10-1 underdog. He won that thing easy.
Yeah. That
He won that.
though.
Kyron's good.
Yeah, he can
Kyron
box.
good. The only thing with Kyron is
I
just
think they took that David Benavidez fight and let that go over their head.
yeah. Kyron's a little small for the weight.
Uh-huh.
He a little small for the weight because he fought Benavidez at 68. Like Kyron's
So he
really
still fighting at 168.
yeah, he's really like a 60 to be
Okay.
honest with you. But Kyron is
54.
yeah. If he can get to like 54, 60, I
Right.
mean, he fought Benavidez off a couple weeks notice. That was like
Yeah,
a nice
yeah,
finish.
yeah, yeah. But he was tough though. It was hard to take him out. And
Yeah, Kyron ain't nothing sweet about Kyron, man. But
nah,
what you think of the Tank Davis and Frank Martin fight?
Frank held his own. I give Frank maybe the first 5 rounds, but after 6, when Tank started touching him in the 6, I kind of knew it was gonna end soon.
Is it
Yeah, like
anything?
and Tank had him on his back foot the entire time, so he was like already giving out. He was moving too much. He couldn't move. I don't think Frank could get comfortable and box how he wanted to because he was so concerned about getting hit.
Right. It didn't look. Correct me if I'm wrong. He was moving around the ring, but it looked like nervous energy. You know what I mean? Did it seem like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, he was boxing good though.
Oh yeah, yeah, like
Boxing good though.
yeah, like I mean, yeah, Tank face wasn't completely clean, but you know what I'm saying?
He was boxing good though.
Yeah,
Frank Martin actually showed he can box. He can box with top dudes.
yeah. Do you see anybody at 35 seeing Tank right now?
Nah, I give Shakur a chance, but nah,
Yeah,
that man special, man. That dude, that's special, man.
I like the Tank and Shakur fight. I like Tank really because if Shakur is gonna move around like that when he fought
Yeah,
Dos Santos, and I knew he
he
was
can't
injured,
take the ring off.
yeah, eventually Shakur is gonna have to stand there and try to put in some work, and I don't
I
think
don't
anybody
see
if
it.
I can hang with him,
I think Lomachenko got a shot, but once he get caught, it's over.
and that might be the next fight. That
I
might,
heard, yeah, I heard him. I heard he's already locked in for November.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think they announced it like official, but I heard the same thing. Lamar said top five all time boxers. I think you answered that.
I'm gonna give it. I gotta go with Tank Davis. That's my favorite. Roy Jones. You gotta go Sugar Ray Leonard because the man beat the four kings. He reigns supreme.
Yes.
Um, it's a tough one because there's a lot of people I like.
Yeah.
Ray Robinson.
Yeah. Ray
Ray
Robinson.
Robinson was a
Oh,
monster. That
Ray
man was a
Robinson was
monster.
cold. Yeah.
And who would I go with for fifth? I really don't know. That's kind of tough.
So we can stick with four for now.
Yeah, that's kind of tough
Yeah.
right there. Everybody got they like. It's really hard to say who's the best
Yeah.
because everybody got their era where they shine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I like
Manny Pacquiao is the only boxer that's an 8 division world champion in history. Like that's crazy.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. And at the beginning of this conversation, you said you was trying to go up to 130. He
Yeah.
154, like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
He came from like 108. So that's
Like 154, like
yeah.
absolutely crazy. In this corner podcast said any specific fighters you trying to get in the ring with?
Nah, I really don't have that. I really don't have anybody I want to get in the ring with. It's just whoever got the belts at the time.
Okay, okay.
So whoever holding the titles at the time, that's who I want. My mom's on here.
Dude.
Yeah, that's my mom.
Big shout out to moms. Big shout out to moms. Um, Lamar said, I'm going Bud. Boots is nice, but I feel Bud is too polished.
As far as experience wise, yeah, but I don't know, man. See, the thing is, I can't give Terrence Crawford it. The only thing Terrence Crawford has is experience, but when we going off of skill and ability, Boots Ennis matches him. You know what I'm saying? If Terrence turns southpaw, he won't really be the favorite because Boots can turn southpaw too. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, and then like Boots is better southpaw and orthodox. Terrence is really only good as a southpaw if y'all think about that.
His orthodox kind of trash. I ain't even going fraud. Like,
Terrence,
yeah,
yeah, Crawford,
his
yeah,
orthodox
Terrence
kind
is
of
not
trash.
really a good when
Yeah,
he fights orthodox. That's why he changes to a southpaw. But
yeah,
Boots can fight orthodox, and he changes southpaw and still fights as good as he is orthodox when he turns southpaw. I
yeah.
really don't know.
A Lamar, I'm gonna put it to you like this: whichever one is willing to put their pride to the side will win the fight. I think everywhere else they're just about even, but
Yeah,
Bud will bang it out, Boots will bang it out. I think the person that decides that I'm gonna box and do what I gotta do to win rounds, whoever's the more disciplined one, that's the one that's going to win the fight. But that's
Yeah,
about as 50-50 as you going to get.
yeah, that is a close fight. That is really hard to call.
Close fight. And to be honest with you, I'm like, Bud really don't have too many other places to go. That might be his biggest fight.
Yeah, I think he gonna beat everybody at 154 and be undisputed and might retire.
Yeah, and that might happen, but I'm like, Boots is I don't like when you see him in person, you'll understand. He got the frame of a 160 pounder.
Oh, so he really is that big.
Yeah, he's
That,
like he's a monster at. I remember seeing him. I went to Bosey's gym. It's probably like maybe about 2 years ago,
mm,
and he was just standing there, and I'm like, I said, "There's no way he's making 147." I was like, "There's
yeah,
no way he's making 147." Like he
yeah,
just had like regular clothes on or whatever, and I'm like 5'11", like two something, and I
yeah.
was standing next to him, and I'm like, he's not no small, you know what I mean? Like small framed individual. Like he could probably fight at 54. He probably can max out at probably 60.
68. Yeah, yeah. He
Yeah.
made and look small.
Yeah. And the
He,
thing is, they fought for the IBF belt, so you gotta think about it. He can't even rehydrate the way that he wanted to.
nah, and
10 pounds.
still looks strong. He still looks strong.
Yeah, 10 pounds. Like they gotta weigh in the morning of the fight.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's only so much rehydrating you're gonna do the day of the fight. You know what I mean?
He
So
must got a real solid nutritionist.
yeah, yeah. Actually, he has somebody else now, but I know his old strength and conditioning coach. I'll actually I'll tap you in with him. He said I'm tuned. DM3 said I'm tuned in. He said, "Are you ready for Joshua to be a 3-time heavyweight champion?"
Yeah, Joshua knocked. I think Joshua gonna knock Dubois out. Hey, but Daniel Dubois can hit though.
Crap.
Daniel Dubois can hit, but Joshua is like, I don't know what happened to the man, but the man is really on some y'all gonna fuck around and find out type of time right now. Like he's
Yeah,
really his mindset has changed. He's gone from like trying to be like the good guy that everybody likes to being like, man, fuck y'all. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. I'm finna smash everyone they put in front of me. I like
right.
his demeanor.
Yeah,
I like his
yeah.
demeanor now.
He on some real gangster shit right now.
Yeah, like they was gonna fight at the face off. He was trying to like
Yeah,
face off.
yeah, for sure, for
Anthony
sure.
Joshua's changed.
Yeah. Jay said, "Who do you think would win, Canelo or Benavidez if they was to fight?"
Damn, that's hard to call. Um, I want to say Canelo, but David Benavidez is a monster.
Yeah, I got Benavidez, man. I just think offensively, I think Canelo.
Yeah, but y'all got so then again, but then again, y'all gotta understand Canelo don't get hurt. That man really like be
No, he
standing.
got yeah, he got an iron chin for real though.
He be standing in front of people, and then the fight can change within the blinking of an eye. Like you seen what he did to Munguia.
Yeah,
When he
yeah,
turned up, it was over.
yeah. Munguia raw though.
Yeah, Munguia put up a solid fight, but
He
as
put
soon
up a solid fight though for sure. Like he
as
put up a
Canelo
solid
turned
fight.
up, it was like, well, you know how this gonna go.
Yeah, but Canelo he need to stop playing around and go ahead and make that happen, man. Like he need to stop playing. You know.
Yeah, but I can understand what he's trying to say. They should give him the money.
Yeah, he trying to get as many bags as possible. I
Yeah,
get
they
it.
should give him
You
the
know what I
money.
mean? Yeah, for sure. Lamar says skill sets are about even, but how does Boots respond under the big lights? Experience can be all the difference Bud needs for the W. I listen.
I mean, he
If
just
that
sold out the Philly. He just sold out the
yeah,
Philly.
he just sold out 15K.
No, man. I
Um,
don't think those bright lights gonna affect him. I think he kind of likes that. When he was walking in, he was smiling and all.
yeah, he was comfortable in there for sure. Boxing
Yeah.
First Vlog says salute family, glad to see you both, man. Big shout out to you, bro. And in this corner podcast, do you think you'll stay at your weight or possibly move up?
I'm gonna move up after. I'm gonna win a belt at 18. So my goal is to win a belt at 18, 22, 26. And if I can push the 30, yeah. But I'll see. But 26 is probably gonna be my max. That's why I'm gonna go undisputed at.
Okay, okay. All right, so we gonna tap in with you in September.
Yeah.
Can you come back on the show when you
Oh
get
yeah,
an
you know, I
opponent?
can come back on the show anytime. We was long overdue.
Bro, I told your cousin that, man. I was just like, bro, I was like, we did like one live and that was it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So what we can do, bro, is we go on Sundays. If you want to tap in, you can definitely tap in. When you get an opponent, definitely hit me up, let me know.
got you.
I appreciate you stopping through, man. Give your shout outs. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
shout out to my both of my coaches, Coach Marcus Willis, Coach Michael Nolan. And shout out to my team, man, J Lock and my cousin J Lock and Lamar, man. They really is putting together a lot with the social media stuff because I'm not real big when it comes to the social media thing. I just like to train and catch bodies. You know what I'm saying? That really be my thing. But they say we gotta start really pushing the social media just to get my face back in,
Yeah,
just
you
put
got
my
it.
face back in people's face.
It's a part of the game, bro. It's a
Yeah,
part of the game, and we gonna
yeah,
start. We gonna start right here. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? We're gonna start right here. G5 Jeff TV.
Facts.
Big Stepper, man. I appreciate you stopping through, man. Y'all
Appreciate
gonna be seeing a lot more of the Big Stepper on the
you.
channel, on the lives, on the shows until this fight. You know what I'm saying? That's family as far as I'm concerned, man. So
Yeah.
Big Stepper, appreciate you stopping through, man. This